We're on page 8, and what we're going to do here is something called the quotient rule. The quotient rule happens when you have a fraction. That's the quotient. So we have this cute little saying, low d high minus high d low over the denominator squared, it must go. So I'm going to designate
x cubed minus 1 as low. So x cubed minus 1 is the low, and the high is going to be x squared plus 3. Now the derivative of the high is just going to be 2x, and the derivative of the low is going to be 3x squared. And now I want to set up this little template with a minus sign, because it's going to be low d high minus high d low. So low d high, that times that, is going to give me x cubed minus 1 times 2x minus high d low. This quantity times 3x squared. So that's going to give me x squared plus 3 times 3x squared. And now all I do is put it over the denominator, the bottom, x cubed minus 1 squared. And that's your answer. Sometimes they'll have you spruce it up a little bit, but for the most part, they let you get away with just that. Number 2. Again, the high is going to give me 2x minus 1. The low is going to give me x squared plus 4. The derivative of the high is just plain old 2. The derivative of the low, the d low, is 2x. I'm going to set up my template with a minus sign, and it's going to be low d high. I might distribute that. That's going to give me 2x squared plus 8. 2x squared plus 8 minus high d low. I might distribute that. That's going to give me 4x squared minus 2x. All over the denominator squared it must go. So x squared plus 4 squared. I think I can simplify that a little bit more. Further simplifying this, 2x squared minus 4x squared, well, that's negative 2x squared, plus 2x, plus 8, all over x squared plus 4, the quantity squared. And that's it for number 2. Now number 3 looks a little bit more daunting. I'm going to set up my high, and my high equals x squared plus 2x. My d high would equal 2x plus 2. My low would equal e to the x plus 1. And the derivative of my low, my d low, would equal just plain old e to the x. Now I'm going to implement the process, low d high minus high d low over the denominator squared, it must go. Low d high, well, I'm not going to distribute that. I'm just going to leave it like it is. So I'm going to set up two quantities, and my low is e to the x plus 1, and my high is 2x plus 2, minus high d low d high minus high d low. That I'm going to put the e to the x out front. It just looks a little bit more crisp, I'd like to say. X squared plus 2x, all over the denominator squared, low, it must go. So that's e to the x plus 1, that quantity squared, and that's number 3 from page 8.